apologize. All good? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. So, good morning, 304.
Good morning, Miss White and Miss Mine.
Good morning. So this morning, we are going to begin talking about division. Last week, we were talking about multiplication. Multiplication and division are kind of similar and a little bit different. So we're going to be thinking about some of the similarities and differences we see with each one of those. So, first of all, giving me a silent thumbs up. If you've heard of division, give me a silent thumbs up. If yes, Miss Weiss, I've heard of division. I've done division. Thumb to the side of Miss Weiss. I maybe heard of it, but I'm not sure how to do it. Thumbs down with Miss Weiss. I have no idea what the word division is. I don't know what it means. Okay, so I got hands all over the place. Beautiful. Everyone's in ready position in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, all eyes are on me. You're sitting up straight. Voice off. Keon's voice off. Isaiah's sitting up straight. Caleb's voice is off. So today we're going to start talking about addition, and to start us, or addition, oh, even teachers make mistakes, pardon me, division. And to start us off, we are going to watch a quick video clip of our friend Moby, who is going to be using division to solve a problem that him and his friend are having. And while we're watching this video, guys, I want you all to be thinking about what their problem is and what are they doing, how are they using division to solve it. So while you're watching, your hands are folded, your eyes are on the screen, your voice is off. Isaiah's sitting up straight, his voice is off. Tobias's voice is off. Here, the instructions are we're sitting up straight, you're using a slouch, it's a warning, next to it's color change, sitting up straight. Keandre, please grab the lights.
Papers in history. When we get back to the hideout, we'll divvy up the loot. We'll all be rich. Rich, I tell you. When we're through, boys, we'll all be driving new Packards and listen to the biggest radios they make. Okay, first order of business. Let's divide the loot from the first job. Hot diggity, just look at all that ice. We got diamonds, 20 of them. Now let's see, there was 4 of us participated in the heist. Crusher, Bruiser, Moby, and me. If we divide things up equally, we each get... Wait a second, how do we divide 20 diamonds evenly among 4 people? Well, yeah, we need to use division to figure it out. Division is basically the splitting of large numbers into equal groups of smaller numbers. In our case, we're trying to divide our loot in between the 4 of us so that we have an equal share. Well, in division, all these numbers have special terms. The number being divided is called the dividend. Here, the dividend is 20 for our 20 diamonds. The number you're dividing by is called the divisor. Here, the divisor is 4, since we have 4 people. And the answer you get is called the quotient. Our quotient is 5. So each of us gets 5 diamonds. Holy mackerel, 15 gold coins. Pretty soon we're all going to be dancing the Lindy Hop on the Queen Mary. Now let's divide them up. What's up, little Jimmy? Okay, fair is fair. You tipped us off this big score, so we'll divide these coins up 5 ways. Now let's see. How many times can we divide 15 by 5? Yep, you got it. We can divide 15 coins into 5 groups of 3 coins apiece. And you can check your answer by multiplying the quotient by the divisor. If your answer is the dividend, you've done it right. Let's see, 3 times 5 equals 15. Yep, we got it. That's because division is sort of like the opposite of multiplication, in the same way that subtraction is the opposite of addition. And now for the last part of the haul. 21 pocket watches. Why, we'll be taking flappers to the opera. Oh, geez it, guys, it's Lieutenant Rita. I mean, we just acquired these 21 lovely watches. And since there's 7 of us, including you and Sergeant Cassie, we could, divide the loot 7 ways. Let's see, 21 watches for 7 people. 21 divided by 7 is 3. So that's 3 watches apiece for each of us, including you 2. Oh, why did I think I could get away with this? Becoming a 1930s gangster was a really bad career choice. Of course, it Could work for Halloween.
Andrew, grab the lights. Ready, position in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So somebody giving me a silent hand. What do you guys notice? First of all, what did they need to use division? What kind of problem were they using division to solve? Somebody giving me a silent hand. What were they using division to solve? Aaron, was that a hand? What were they using division to solve? All eyes are on Aaron. What? I still can't hear you. Speak up.
Diamonds.
Okay, so they were using diamonds. And what were they doing with the diamonds, Aaron?
They was putting them in each group so everybody could get the same amount.
Okay, so they were putting the diamonds in groups so and you said a bunch of words in there that made all my scholarly signals go off. Equal groups, right? He had to share the diamonds and put them in equal groups. If you're sharing things when you're dividing and someone gets more than you, is that fair?
No.
So for example, Isaiah, if I'm going to share cookies with you and your classmates and I want to share them equally, if I give only 2 to you and 3 to Isaiah, is that fair? No, exactly. So Aaron, you brought up a really great point that when we are dividing, bring it back to 0. All mouths are off. Danielle's voice is off. Patrick's voice is off. Caleb's voice is off. When we're dividing, it's so important that we are using equal groups. And division is a skill that you guys actually use a lot in your own lives and in this classroom and outside of this classroom that I bet you don't even think about. Anyone know when we might be using division outside of the classroom? Or when you guys might use division in your lives? Kiki? So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, when you have candy and you want to share with your friends, and it can be other times you guys share with your friends. You guys play with your friends, right? Yeah. Well, when you have toys or you want to share those with them, you're definitely using division then. Any other times you might use division? Isaiah?
Like, you, like somebody they was some of their friends, they sharing their toys, and she had $2 and somebody else had $9.
So would that be sharing in equal groups?
No.
No, so did they do their division correctly then?
No.
No, exactly. So we are going to be talking about that today, and like you guys are becoming great mathematicians, division is a skill that you all are going to use to solve a wide variety of problems, both in this classroom this year and as you guys go to 3rd grade, and as you guys go to high school, and as you continue to grow your brain and move through the grades. But before we even can begin that, we need to learn the names for certain parts of our division problem and how division problems work. So everyone's in ready position, sitting silently, so you should look exactly like Amaje's eyes up here, voice off, eyes on me. Each one of you is going to receive your guided notes for today. When you receive it on a level 0, put your name on it and fold your hands. So all mouths are off. Jamari's voice is off. Eric's voice is off. Aaron's voice is off. Take one, pass it. Any extras, raise it up in the air silently. Everyone is sitting up straight. Aaron is sitting up straight. Shylin is sitting up straight. Tobias is sitting up straight. Level 0, name on it, and fold your hands. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. You want to work your brains too? All right. All pencils are down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so all eyes are on me. Pencils down, hands folded. Aaron's eyes are on me. Caleb's eyes are on me. Isaiah's pencils down. Patrick, instructions are pencil down. You're choosing to have it in your hand warning. So, when we divide, like you guys said, we're going to be splitting items into equal groups. And there are 3 parts. How many parts?
3.
Of a division problem that you guys are going to need to know to be able to rock these. So first of all, you heard this word in our video. The first number is called our dividend. Say it with me. Dividend.
Dividend.
One more time. Dividend.
Dividend.
Say it to me in a silly voice. Dividend.
Dividend.
Bring it back to 0. The second number in your division problem is going to be called your divisor. Repeat after me on a whisper voice. Divisor. One more time. Divisor. Bring it back to 0. And finally, the answer to your division problem is going to be called your quotient. Repeat after me, quotient.
Quotient.
One more time, quotient.
Quotient.
Repeat after me in your singing voice, quotient.
Quotient.
0, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, these are 3 parts that we're going to be thinking about as we work through our multiplication problem. So to begin with, you guys have a guided note sheet in front of you. So, follow along with me. Eyes are still up here, mouths are off. Tobias' voice is off, Kaisea's voice is off, Contrell's voice is off. You guys have the same thing I have right at the top of your paper, so all fingers need to be on the first word when on your paper. All fingers go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kaisea's fingers are on the page. Kiki's fingers are on the page. Tobias' fingers are on the page. Caleb, instructions are fingers. There's tracing. You're choosing every pencil in your hand. Warning, next time color change. When we divide, the first number is always the first number is called our dividend, and our dividend is always going to be our largest number. So we want to put, we can think of that number as our largest number. I'm gonna run out of space here. And that largest number is our item in this case. It's what we want to be dividing up. Sana?
Why do you have 2 numbers?
Oh, I apologize. Oh, Sana, thank you. When we divide, the first number is always the largest number. My apologies, that first line. And we can think of that number as our item. So we should have largest in your first line. Second line is going to be item. That's okay. Even teachers make mistakes. Thank you, Miss Sana. And we can think of the second number as our group. So kind of reverse as to what you guys were thinking about when we were doing our multiplication problems together. Our first number in this case is going to be thought of as our item, and that second number is going to be thought of as our group. And finally, the answer to a division problem is that funky word that we're going to use called the quotient. Say it with me one more time, quotient.
Quotient.
One more time, quotient. Bring it back to 0. So all mouths are off. You're copying down silently. Patrick's voice is off. Eric's voice is off. Caleb's voice is off. So you should have largest number, item in your second line, and the final line is quotient. I'm going to give you 15 more seconds. When you've got these written into your sheet, fold your hands. Just like Danielle, her voice is off, her hands are folded. Kiki's writing silently. Sana's silent. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here. Okay, let me get you one, my dear. So, Caleb, will you grab the one under your desk, please? There's one on the desk to Kira. Thank you. So, all eyes are on me, your mouth is off. Sana's eyes are on me, her voice is off. Caleb's eyes are on me, his voice is off. Aaron's eyes are on me. So, when I told you guys to use division every day in this classroom, one example that comes to mind is you guys all do small group guided reading, and you all work with Post-it notes. When we finish our reading and you guys write down your favorite part, prediction you have, all mouths are still off. Kiki's voice is off. Kaisea's voice is off. Tobias and Kian. So here's the problem though. If Kian needs an eraser, he needs to silently raise his hand. You're choosing to talk during the lesson. Doesn't work. Kian, hold on to the pencil. Next time you need to raise your hand. So, have a seat. So, in this example, Miss Weiss used Post-it notes with her scholars in guided reading. She wants to share 6 Post-it notes equally with her 3 scholars. How many Post-it notes will each scholar get? Now, I've got it up on the board. I have, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Post-its. With me, all pencils are down, eyes are up here. Aaron's pencils down, Zanaya's pencils down. Caleb, instructions are pencils down. You're choosing to have your pencil up. This time it's a color change. Stand up with your color. Keon, this time it is a color change for you as well because you're still choosing a pencil. Your hands will move your color. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 6 Post-it notes and I need to share them equally between 1, 2, 3 scholars. And I've made them so we can take them off. So, if you think you have an idea of how I can do this, give me a silent thumbs up. Or you can give me a silent hand. I'm going to ask for your help in a minute. So when we divide, I'm going to take my item, my dividend, my 6 Post-it notes, and I'm going to start giving them to each scholar. Okay, everyone is Post-it note. Am I done?
No.
Somebody giving me a silent hand. Am I done, Patrick? No, why not? Oh, so I still have some Post-it notes over here that I haven't given to people, right? Okay, so what do I need to do with these? Do I give 6 Post-it notes to everybody?
No.
Oh, okay, so I might be giving 2 to everybody. So should I give, how many more Post-it notes do you think I should go and give each person? Maybe 1 more because I have 3 in my hand. So let's give each person 1 more to start with and see where that gets us. 1. I'm gonna give this scholar 3. That's okay?
No.
Somebody giving me a silent hand. Why can't I do that? Because I think that he might need more Post-it notes. He wants to do a lot of learning. Why might I be giving, why can't I do this? Isaiah.
Because it's not equal.
What's not equal?
2 and you got 3 for the other one, and you got 1 for the other one. You need to take 1 from off the 3 and give 1 to the other one.
Oh, like that? You sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'm good. So that's an excellent point. Oh, silly Miss Weiss. Because when we divide, you guys need to have those equal groups, and I love that I'm seeing some silent agree signals, so scholars are working their brains. Those equal groups in order to solve correctly. So what this is going to be is how many Post-it notes, somebody giving me a silent hand, did I start with? What is my dividend? What was my large number? Danielle? How many Post-its?
2.
Did I start with 2 Post-its? How many Post-it notes did I start with, Zanaya? I started with 6. My dividend is going to be 6, because that's how many of my item I had. And how many scholars was I sharing them with? How many scholars? Isaiah?
3.
3. 6 divided by 3. And how many Post-it notes, I love all the excitement, did each scholar get? Aaron? 2. 2. If you were going to have 2, you can give, oh, I love these silent agree signals too. I've seen the scholars working their brain. Beautiful. If you need 2. So at this point, you guys have the same, all hands down. You guys have the same drawing that I do at the bottom of your page. At this point, I want you to pick up your pencil, just like Amadre, I see you doing this already. Draw 2 Post-it notes for each scholar at that table. I gave you guys some smiley faces because I know you're smiling while you're there. And at the bottom, fill in your quotient. I gave you your division equation. Fill in your quotient. Give you 10 more seconds. 9, ready position in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All scholars should have their eyes on me, voice off, hands folded. Isaiah's voice is off, his hands are folded. Shilohn's hands are folded. Patrick's hands are folded. Caleb, the instructions are that our hands are folded. You're choosing to continue to write. This is a warning. I submit the color change. Khaleesa, see your hand? Yes. All right, give me 1 moment. Elder, will you please give one of your extra pencils to Khaleesa so she can write? Appreciate you being a good teammate. So, all eyes are still up here. Isaiah's eyes are up here. Tobias' eyes are up here. Patrick's eyes are up here. Now, I want you guys to take a look at another example. So, Elder,
Yes.
Elder, you're going to be part of my example this time because your birthday's tomorrow, mine's on Thursday, so we got some cupcakes going on. Yes. So you can give a silent cheer. Silent cheer. All right, bring it back. 5, 4. Bring position 3, 2, 1. So Elder is bringing some cupcakes for his birthday. We got some cupcakes over here. He brings 20 cupcakes that he wants to share with his 10 friends. How many cupcakes will each friend get? Now, All voices are off. Kiki's voice is off. Tobias's voice is off. Amarian's voice is off. Now, this time, I have more cupcakes than I did in my Post-it note equation. I only had 6 Post-it notes to share with my scholars the last question. Now we're dealing with 20 cupcakes. Who has any idea of how I could try to start solving this problem? What could I start doing? I'm going to go to our cold call sticks. Let's see what all friends are learning at this point. We've got Perrier. Perrier, what do you think I could start doing with my cupcakes to help me solve my division problem? What do you think? Any idea? I don't know what this means. Use your words. I don't want an answer. I want you to tell me what you think I could do to solve this. Say it loud. Okay, so 20 divided 10, but what would this look like? I've got a bunch of cupcakes over here. I got a bunch of friends up here. What on earth am I going to be doing, Jamari? What do you think?
Dividing.
I'm dividing, but what does dividing look like, Sana?
I know another way to solve it. So, 10 times 2 is 20, right? So, if 10 divide 20, what does that make? That makes 2 because you've got 20. You always get your answer when you divide.
So you're telling me I can use what I know about multiplication to help me. That's very true. But what if I also start doing that? So Sana, I love it. Your brain's going that way. What if I just start taking my cupcakes and giving them to each of my friends? So what if I give one to this friend, these 2 friends, my friends over here? Well, these are Elder's friends. Elder, your friend's got some crazy hair today. Okay. Am I done? Oh, so scholars are still silent. Jarvis is silent. Danielle is silent. Caleb and Jamari. The instructions are we're silent. Y'all are choosing to talk. First warning, there's some color changes. What do I need to do next, Danielle? Hold on, Danielle, freeze. I'm sorry. Danielle, I want to hear your scholarly answer, but some of our friends are choosing to be a little bit loud. All scholars have their mouths off. Yeah. All scholars have their mouths off. You're sitting in ready position. If you